It was definitely something older, because there was some old Irish festival called Samhain. We don't know as much about it, but it seems to have been a time when it was maybe more likely that you would encounter something supernatural. We don't have any evidence that it was a festival of the dead, but maybe you would encounter the good folk or the kind of scary folk, that is the fairies, who you don't normally see unless you have second sight.
Jack of the Lantern. So Jack was there's a story about a mean but devious sort of blacksmith called Jack, and he makes deals with the devil and he makes deals with the Lord, but in the end, like, the Lord doesn't want him in heaven and the devil doesn't even want him in hell. So the devil ends up giving him an ember and says and forces him to be in this limbo place. So there's a sense that he puts an ember into a turnip then, and that lit ember from hell is in the turnip, and that's the lantern. The trick or treat thing, that's still there, because it was also known as mischief night, or, cabbage throwing night, so people kind of like threw cabbages at doors and made noise and knocked on the door and ran away. So there were the tricks. And if you didn't open the door, I say, to give something as a treat, I think you got the trick, and so I think that is still very much prevalent. It's amazing. I mean, it's like certain things go with immigration and certain things come back. Like, St. Patrick's Day parades don't start here, they start in America and then they come back, but they're pretty much not the same. So it's like, now they become as colorful as in America, but it wasn't where it starts. So the only Americanization kind of part of it and what has changed is the costumes have become more gory and they're kind of more plasticky.
A lot of people think of Halloween as having roots in ancient pagan culture, an ancient Celtic festival of the dead, but it's really not that straightforward. A lot of the things that you think of as being very Halloween-y, visiting graveyards, candlelit processions, people in long robes, the death visiting you, ghosts, unquiet souls, those are all things that are really from medieval Christianity.
And when we were little, it was kind of ghosts were kind of more scary. Whereas now there's lots of like cute ghosts and stuff which they like, and we love to go trick-or-treating. It's a nice way to kind of meet lots of your neighbours. So there are people in our village that we knock on the door every year, and it's nice to see the same faces, and they like to see the kids getting growing each year.
It's just a bit of a laugh, really, a little bit of fun. Getting Halloween, you can get dressed up, and yeah, it's not too scary as well. So, you know, just a little bit of fun.
Every year we come to this pumpkin patch and we get the pumpkins and carve them and put them outside our house.
Hey kids, if you would like a goodie bag, could I come and get one? No. Has everybody got a goodie bag that would like a goodie bag?